Hey everyone, my name is Austin, and I came up with this idea, and I have provided a few interviews with the cast and collaboration team, and so I hope this helps, and thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Nolan Thomas, and I am part of the collaboration sector. I don't know, whatever you want to call it.
Okay, you said you're a Bachelor of Arts in Fine Arts, or Theater Dance, excuse me. What's your focus?
My focus currently is lighting designer. I really enjoy the technical aspects. I one day want to get a master's in being a tech director, and then maybe eventually get a doctorate in theater history or some form of theater because I really enjoy theater. Yeah.
Okay, what's part of your past that makes you fit for this project? Or
Well,
where do you come from?
Well, I come from Spring, which is above Houston. So Houston, has a pretty decent theater program going on, with the Alley and stuff. So basically, in the past, I've done a lot of shows. I've done tech director, I've been a lighting designer, I've been a set director. So when it comes to ideas, as a designer, you have to be plenty with them. Otherwise, it really doesn't work. So with that being said, part of my job on the collaboration team is to come up with new ideas for this piece, so that new ideas are being put out every single day, so that new stuff is getting done, and so nothing's necessarily the same as every other dance performance. So
Hi, can you tell me your name and your major, please?
Yeah, my name is Rush Evans, and I'm a theater and dance major with a focus in lighting.
Um, where are you from? What shows have you worked so far?
I'm originally from Austin. I've lived here for all 19 years of my life, and so far, some of the shows that I've worked on in terms of lighting have been like Beauty Queen of Lebanon by Martin McDonough. I've designed Once on This Island, which is a good fun musical. And I also worked on an original dance production and designed the lighting for that, and that was a lot of fun. Got to play around with some fancy lasers and strobes and whatnot.
And what's your part in this project?
My part in this project will be a lighting designer.
And after hearing this idea, after hearing it, and it is elaborate, how would you convey this idea through the lighting?
So how I would kind of convey some of the ideas expressed in the show through the lighting is I think shadow is going to play a large part in expressing this piece. Of course, it plays a large part in expressing any piece and lighting, but I think we're going to see lots of dynamics and emotion. I think that we'll see, some more tragic characters and characters that end up with things working out a little bit better for them. And so I think shadow is going to be really important in expressing maybe some of those darker moments in the show, as well as color or maybe even sometimes lack thereof. I think that will also be very important in expressing some of the tone in the show through color. Um, so far, the kind of vibes that I get from what's going to be expressed in the show is maybe some pastel colors because it seems like um, pastels reflect sort of a sense of maybe somberness or almost drained energy, and I think that might be a theme that we see occur in the show.
Hi, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Katie McCarn and I am the choreographer.
What's your major?
I am a BFA dance major.
And how long have you been dancing for?
I've been dancing for about 6 years. I started in like around 7th grade. So yeah.
Okay, why do you want to be a choreographer?
I want to be a choreographer because not only do I love moving and dancing, but I love giving other people that experience and that opportunity, and I love creating a piece. Because it's one thing to be a part of it and bring, choreographer's vision to life, but it's even more satisfying when your vision is what's being brought to life.
Okay, are there any sneak peeks in the choreography that we might be able to have? Like maybe, what type of dance would you do? Is it going to be modern or?
I'm thinking of doing a contemporary lyrical piece because I feel like that really draws emotion out, and that's kind of more my style. It will be kind of fluid and very emotional piece, I think.
Okay, have you ever worked with actors before? Because as you know, this is going to be a piece between untrained dancers and trained dancers.
I have not worked with teaching actors how to dance. this is actually one of my first times that I've had the opportunity to work with actors, because mainly I've been centered around dancers. So it will be a challenge to remember that they don't have the training, the flexibility, the basic vocabulary that the dancers do. But I will create simple movements for them, but that still relate, like, and get across the emotion and the story that they are trying to portray. And I'm planning on like using lifts and cool stuff and jumps and all that. So
Well, as you've already met the actors performing in this piece, would you say that they're going to be hardworking, that they will work to learn these moves?
I think they definitely will. They all seem to have a really good work ethic, and I appreciate that they're willing to put up with all that I am going to give them and do their best to do justice.
I do have one more question for you, and it would just be about what do you think makes this project new? What makes this project fit for the New Works Festival?
What makes this project new is it not only draws the dancers and the actors away from their comfort zone, but it also like brings the audience into it. We're planning on having the dancers sit in the audience in the beginning and like come in, and we're gonna have them like interact, and in a way where their reaction to the performer's story is kind of yeah. It
It's okay. Take
the
your
way
time.
the story, the dancer's story works out will be kind of dependent on how the audience reacts to them. And so it would probably end up being different every night, because I feel when the actors and the performers draw from the audience's reaction, it kind of creates magic on stage, and it's not something that's forced, it's something that's real, and that's not something that you see quite often in dance performances.
Like you said, the performance is going to change every night based off the audience's reactions. As the choreographer, how do you plan to prepare for that? Excuse me, are there going to be different possibilities choreographed, or will you give the dancers certain moves to use and that they come up with it from there, or how is it going to be handled?
I think playing around with it, we could bring in some people from on the outside and bring them in to view the piece and kind of get responses from them, choreograph different endings based on their reaction, but also just work with the actors and the dancers on improvising and just reacting, and whatever they feel like goes, because I really want that moment to be real on stage.
Okay, and as this project has been developing before it is submitted, how much would you say it has grown, and how much more do you see it having the room to grow?
It has come a long way. When Austin first approached me with the idea, it seemed very basic, and I liked it. I kind of knew that we had a lot of developing to go. But since then, since adding the dancers and the actors and the collaboration team, we've really come to create an actual piece as opposed to an idea, and I can really envision it happening. And as far as I think it's come, it has even further to go, especially once we start working in the studio and putting movement together, selecting music and all that. I believe that it will go even further than it is now.
Do you like this idea of it being a collaborative piece, because it will feature both actors and dancers, and there is even the possibility of it featuring people from the music school as well? What makes you think that collaboration is one that will actually work?
Well, we're all artists. We're all very creative. We all love what we do and have a passion for it. And I think this is a great opportunity because many of us haven't had the opportunity to work with people outside of our field.
Hello again. I would like to thank you for watching this video. I hope this has given you a little more insight as to where I'm coming from, the idea I came up with, and how all of these elements would kind of come together in the performance. I do apologize for any technical difficulties, however, and I cannot wait to hear from you. Thank you very much for your time.